Hey guys, what's going on? So I got a few tutorials and a few videos I want to create, and basically these are going to be videos that really focus on one of the things I try to tell people a lot, and that is to when you're just working or you're just sculpting, to do to feel free to do some sketches. You don't Every piece that you start working on doesn't have to be finished or doesn't have to be, your best masterpiece. Sometimes it's fun to just go in there and turn your brain off and just let your subconscious kind of take over and just see what comes out. Just build shapes, see what kind of monsters come out, what kind of creatures, what kind of characters you can create. And these are things that you don't have to think about at all before you start them. So previously, I've had a few different ways of going about this, and I have the way that I work is when I do portraits and character busts. I have a basic human type of structure that I'll start with, and from there, I'll just go and just kind of see what feel out the clay and start making shapes and see what comes out of it. Now that's one way of doing things, but I'm going to test myself and go even farther with doing a wall piece that isn't going to have anything to start out with. So it might turn out to be nothing. It might turn out to be amazing. So I'm going to do a series of videos and some time lapses, but basically I'm going to do it three different ways. I'm going to do it the way that I'm going to do it here first is just starting with a flat surface, which is just going to be this wooden base. And I'm just gonna, instead of piling clay on and smoothing it, I'm just gonna pile it on little by little, or I'm gonna do in big piles, but I'm not gonna smooth it out because some of those ridges might be a shape that catches my eye or gives me an idea. I'm gonna do another video on my basic structure and just building up from a somewhat humanoid structure so that it's a character that's going to be based off of a humanoid type of character. And then I also want to do another one that stretches a little bit and to where I just start with a ball of clay and the shapes and forms can go anywhere from there. It'll still be with the idea of doing a character, but it won't be something that has to be necessarily a humanoid type of character. I'll be able to push the structures a lot farther in that one and just really explore and see what comes out. Basically, one of the things, this is something that I've always thought about, but going to a LuxCon last weekend made me really think about, you know, I saw a talk and demonstration from Rick Barry and Vanessa Lemon, and one of the things that he said that really stood out was, you know, when you're a child and you start doing finger paintings, you just put the paint on there and you make pictures from that. You don't think about it too much. You just let go and see what happens. And as you grow, that kind of gets drilled out of you because you go to school and you start looking into things and hearing this is the way to do it, this is the way not to do it. And you don't find that out for yourself. You take everyone else's instructions. So, when you think too much about it, it kind of kills part of the creativity, and you're not able to create the characters that are in your head that are in those parts of your brain that you're not even able to access. So, this is going to be something that helps you release that, and it's just going to be a fun exercise. And it might turn out to be amazing, it might turn out to be horrible, but it was a sketch. How many of you sculptors out there actually do any sketches? I mean, illustrators have a sketchbook full of stuff, and they have plenty of things that they've just marked down and then destroyed. But yet, whenever I work on something and it's something that I don't like or something I don't keep or something else takes precedence over, a lot of people, ask me, "Oh, you shouldn't have thrown that away. You spent all that time on it." Yes, I spent an hour or two on it, but I got it out of my system, and I also, it was a couple hours, and I got an idea that wasn't that great out of me. So now the next one will be even better. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'm going to show you guys. I have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm just going to be using a few tools, just really rough tools here, just creating lines and shapes and seeing what comes out. All right.